everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Deshaun Watson's Broncos going up against Rodgers' Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. They find some open field here. 20. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
10 more there and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On first down, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again is Watson. being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. In this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defense.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shane Ray in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown.
Missed.
It will not go down. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Nick Perry coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And pressure gets to him again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. A dump off to Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They try again with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson, room past the 20, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Watson on first down. Left side here to Sanders. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. they start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Watson to throw on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And again, it's Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards remaining here on second down.
Easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though.
C.J. Anderson. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down, Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play. But it didn't gain him any yardage.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw is Rodgers. On third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
On second down, Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They give it to Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on second is Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Handoff comes to Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Watson. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
But dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And McManus able to put it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Flash round! Flash round!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, Watson. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Montravius Adams able to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Dances by him, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's able to put it through. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Second down, 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Get there. Oh, yeah.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. One last throw here for Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going